Hello, today I'm going to show you how you can use SASS-ZERO to improve your CSS and your productivity with front end. So the first thing I'm going to do is create a new Rails project. It's basically a Rails 7 application that I will add SASS-ZERO gem and start to playing around. Okay, the next step is enter the path, demo 7, and let's add a new scaffold. First name, last name, and salary will be decimal. Okay, let's create the database. And let's open the browser and see the result. Users. Let's run the migration. And now we have a CRUD for users here. Nixon. And salary. And okay. So the next step, I want to make it better, and let's use the SASS-ZERO. So let's open the page here and follow the steps. So the first step is add the gem to the project. The project is here. We need to use the SASS and add the SASS-ZERO and run a bundle style. The second step is add these lines in application.css. What is those lines? The first one is a CSS reset that basically is a way to make all the properties, HTML tag properties, behaves in the same way in different browsers. I get it from Tailwind CSS, so it's basically the same file on top of Modernise CSS. The second one is some utilities classes that we can use in our application. There are not many of them, on few. I want to make it simple to memorize. Okay. And the third is the breadboard. What is the breadboard? The breadboard is default style for your HTML components. So if you want to override some property, you will need to you will not have much effort to do that. So that it's this black and white components. So that's it. But as you can see, the links and the forms are not good. It's because by purpose, I didn't style buttons and inputs. So you need to use the classes. We have the button, we have different kind of buttons, primary, secondary, tertiary. We have inputs for select. So let's style the HTML. Here I'm gonna put the class btn primary. Okay, it's better. And in show page, let's put the button secondary. Okay, it's great. And let's put our line here. Okay, and on form, let's put input class here, input, and input. The form submit is an input, also an input of type submit, but I want it looks like a button. So btn primary, and that's it. It's not bad. As you can see, this breadboard also has the dark mode by default. But what happens now? I will need some space. Space is always a good thing. So let's add a main component here. And what else? And put a component, a class called container. This class is to make our layout responsive. And let's put some space. We can use the here class push, the size, she's L, and where top. Okay, this style, this is utilities you can find here. Margin push. So you have the margin, the push. What kind of space do you want? LG, XL, 2XL. It uses our design system for space. So all your spaces will have the same align and respect the same rules. Okay, it's not so beautiful, so we want to put some colors and make it it looks like our own, unique. So what I like to do is copy the breadboard component and create my own. So breadboard, and let's put it here, and let's make some changes. I want to make it more serious, so I will remove the rounded around the the buttons and inputs. So rounded none, rounded none. As you can see here, for borders, we have rounded none, SM rounded, MD, MG. So it's very easy for you to choose which variable do you want to use. Another thing, I want colors. In this case, I use a yellow 500 for primary, and I want the borders of the inputs when I put focus on the inputs to have colors too. So I will put yellow, the same color. Oh, it's better. Okay. The next thing is, let's create a component for the messages. HTML doesn't have components for messages. So what I'm gonna do is remove the style from P. And put a class. We'll create a component called Flash. And I like to put a conditional here. So if notice bound present, okay. Okay, until now, nothing new. And let's create this component. I like to create a new folder called components. And inside that folder, create a new file called Flash. And the first thing is import the variables from SASS-ZERO. Variables. And create a component called Flash. First thing is add some color, so background color. Let's put a yellow. Let's put some space, so padding. Let's use size 4, size 8, size 4, and size 8. Let's put some shadow. So we can choose predefined shadows. In this case, I use the LG, the larger one. And let's align the text to the center. I could use a utility class here to align the text to the center, but I want to keep it inside the component, so I put here text align center. This variable doesn't, oh, we have an extra comma here, column, and okay, it's not bad. And you have a unique style very easily and follow the CSS rules and everything else. So that's it. Thank you.